Good evening. The meeting will commence soon.
Thank you, everybody. Um, Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining us. So, right away, we're going to kickstart the meeting. So, the anchor person is Miss Valentina, who is going to kickstart the meeting now. So, thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the official unveiling of DigGeoNaija. We are pleased to have each and every one of you in attendance. My name is Valentina Imenike, and I will be anchoring this meeting. To begin, we have one of our directors and a key member of our team, in person of Dr. Mosuro, who is going to kickstart this meeting and give us the welcome speech. Dr. Mosuro, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Valentina. Good evening, everyone, once again. I hope I'm very audible and I can be heard.
Yes, you can, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. It's good to have you all here today, and we are happy, we are excited that this program has finally come into reality. So I'm happy to welcome you all, and this is DigGeoNaija. I'm sure a lot of us will have seen one or two things about it on social media, on the website, on our Twitter page, on our Facebook, Instagram, and all other social media. So today is the official unveiling. Today we want to let you know what is DigGeoNaija? What does it stand for? What are we doing? What noise are we making? So we are ready for you, and we will take the next few minutes to go through what GeoNaija actually stand for, and we shall also be ready to receive your comments, your questions, your answer, your suggestions, and whatever you feel about the project. So thank you so much.
Thank you for that wonderful speech, sir. Up next, we'll have insights about the GeoNaija, what we're about, our mission, our objectives, our aims, basically about the GeoNaija, the profile of the company. And this will be taken by our very own Dr. Kamaldeen, who is our researcher and is also our Chief Executive Officer. Dr. Kamaldeen, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Valentina. I hope you can all hear me properly.
Yes, you can, sir.
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me share my screen with you. If along the line I am offline or you are not getting what I'm saying in terms of visuals, just raise your hand to notify me so I can pay attention to that. Okay, so can you all see my screen now?
Yes, very well.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, thank you very much. So DigGeoNaija is research stroke business company. So we do research and we also do business. And I'm going to explain in the rest of this presentation what we actually do, our plans, and how you can also get involved as employees of the company or as partners or collaborators on the project. So today, this is the outline of my presentation. I'll give you a brief introduction into what the company stands for, tell you a bit about our mission statement, our objectives, and I will discuss more of the technologies that we use, show you some examples of what we've been doing so far, and also introduce some of our members to you, our team members. And towards the end of the presentation, I will take you into a bit of our community as stakeholders in the business that we're doing as a company and as a research project. I'll talk a bit about our platforms where you can view our activities and how you can get involved. And I'll end these by telling you our plans for the future. So you would have seen this logo several times on social media platforms, especially on YouTube and Facebook. and Instagram, of course. What DigGeoNaija stands for is Digital Geoheritage Innovation in Nigeria. That is the simplest definition of the company or the project. So it's a company that work on geoheritage sites. By geoheritage sites, I mean tourist sites, places of tourist attraction in Nigeria, places that have cultural value and that are also of scientific importance. So when you think about places, any place in Nigeria that you think of that can be of interest to tourists or can be of interest for research based on the morphology, the physiology, the geography, vis-a-vis interest from the geoscience community, we are interested in that. And these are places that exist, that have been existing, and will exist when we are no more. So our target is to introduce innovations into preservation of these geoheritage sites. But not only doing that, we want to commercialize them and make them source of job creation and income generation for the Nigerian government or the local communities in which they are, we find them. So the digital geoheritage innovation, unveiling the future of geoheritage in Nigeria. That's what DigGeoNaija stands for. Dig from digital, geo from geoheritage, and Naija, as Nigeria is popularly called in the social realm. We are a tech-driven initiative trying to promote geotourism sector through immersive experiences and sustainable practices. I will explain what we mean by immersive experiences later on and sustainable practices. As we are legally recognized by the Corporate Affairs Commission of Nigeria. So this company is registered as DigGeoNaija Limited with the CAC and with registration number 7757044. So a bit into the history of the company. We didn't just start 4 months ago, though we have been super active in the last 4 months. The conception of this company and project started way back 2020, 2021. And at the initial stage, it was called Consortium for Geoheritage and Geoparks in Nigeria, COGEN. This was proposed to the NMGS, which is the national body for all geoscientists in Nigeria. It was proposed to the NMGS as a specialist group, and the approval was given in June, July of 2021. The first pilot project was launched at the university at Olabisi Onabanjo University, formerly called Ogun State University, as a collaboration between myself and Dr. Gani Mosoro, with focus on Olumorok as the first case study. That pilot project was very successful as we had presentation of our outcome at two separate international conferences. NAPE International Conference for graduates and undergraduates, and the international conference itself in Lagos. In November 2023, an abstract was submitted for the NMGS conference that happened this year, and that abstract was accepted. And as a matter of fact, because of that abstract, one of our senior people in the name of Professor Silas and myself and Professor Umaji were invited to give a plenary talk during the conference in Jos. Later on in January 2024, we transformed the project from being COGEN into Next Gen Geotourism Nigeria with the acronym NGGN. Then in January 2024, we changed our focus not from Abeokuta, from Olumorok to be specific, to 7 other geosites in Ogun State, including the Abeokuta Golf Course, the spring, the hot and cold water spring in Imeko, and 4 other ones in the Jordan River and 3 other ones in Ogun State. And also in Oyo State, we also propose to investigate, document, and do all our things also in Oyo State, focusing on 10 different geosites. Fast forward to May 2024, we changed the name of the company to what it is now, Digital Geoheritage Innovation, which is now popularly called DigGeoNaija. Our CAC approval came late July 2024. So we are legally a company, a research commercial company in Nigeria at the moment. So what our mission statement are as follows. We want to enhance accessibility to Nigerian geosites. 2, we want to promote their conservation. And 3, we want to help the economy, boost the economy by commercializing these tourist and geosites. And 3 main mission statements were informed by a SWOT analysis that we carried out on specific geosites in Nigeria. By SWOT analysis, I mean strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats to these geosites. Our results shows that we have a lot of geosites in Nigeria, and these geosites, they can be used for education purpose. They can be used for recreational purposes and also be important in the economic development of the country. That is the strength of all these geosites that we documented in our initial study. However, there is inadequate promotion of these geosites. There are a lot of them that people don't even know. Meanwhile, they are in their neighborhood. There is obvious lack of funding from the government, from international bodies. And as a result of these 2 factors, these geosites are underutilized. However, we know that there are several opportunities to collaborate to promote these sites. At the moment, 2 sites are recognized by UNESCO in Nigeria. That is the Osun Osogbo and the Shuk site in northern Nigeria. So there is an opportunity to get further UNESCO recognition for other sites because they are, from our own analysis, they are of the standard. They are of the standard required by UNESCO. And because of these, there is an opportunity to also collaborate, not just with researchers and with business people in Nigeria, but outside the shores of Nigeria. And of course, this has implications for both education and research. 3 major threats based on our analysis are because some of these sites, they have geological importance, lithology. People are querying them legally and illegally. And because of insurgents in the north and security problems in the south, people don't want to visit some of these sites. And as a result, the ecology of these sites are poorly managed. So our objectives are simple. First, we want to digitize all these sites. First, we want to digitize all these sites using advanced techniques like geographical information system and artificial intelligence. So when we do that, we want to create a repository, a digital repository that can be accessed, that can be easily accessed. So an example of that, of our technique, of our digitization process is shown here. So what you see here is an outline of the Kiri Dam. The Kiri Dam is located in Adamawa, and it was created around 1983 or thereabout. by the federal government of Nigeria and the Commonwealth to provide irrigation for the Savannah sugarcane project. A lot of people don't know why it was created. The dam is along the Gongola River. So what you see here is a huge shade map, 30-meter resolution, showing the terrain associated with the dam. And this is one of so many other things that we are doing in terms of digitization. Inventorization. By inventorization, I mean we want to take inventory of these sites. And by doing that, we want to use cloud-based platform or technology. To God be the glory. At the moment, we have done a lot by taking inventory of 86 geosites, 86 geosites. And we have created a GIS platform that can be publicly accessed. So if you go to our website, you can access this map. And if you go online also, you can also see this map. I'll show you what this map shows at the moment. So what you have here is a list of different geosites in Nigeria. This is the popular one that everybody knows, Lake Chad, for example, along the boundary of the Chad Republic, Cameroon, Nigeria, and Niger Republic. There are several other ones, a lot in the southwest, and a lot at the central part, in Kaduna, in Abuja, in Bauchi, and a lot in Borno, and in Borno and Adamawa area. And the major challenge here is that these are very beautiful sites. They are tourist attractions, but people are afraid to go to these areas because of insurgents and security issues. So what we've done so far is we've documented 86 geosites, and we've characterized them as mountains, caves, lakes, dam, waterfalls, beach, springs, and river. So at the moment, if you click on the map and you look through the map, you see, for example, this is the Agbele in Igbeti Township in Oyo State, southwestern Nigeria, and it has been classified as a geological feature of interest. I'm going to show an example later on in the PowerPoint. So going forward, we've completed the first stage of curating this. We've completed the first stage of creating this map. So the next stage is that now, if you go online, you can click on pictures and videos from the area. So you can have access to videos and images from our own company that you can directly view from these sites. That is the next phase of the GIS platform. It's a cloud-based platform, and it can be publicly accessed. Okay, so the third objective is to commercialize these sites. So if you remember, I mentioned that one of the threats to these sites is insecurity issues, right? Oh, sorry, security issues. Insurgents, people cannot access them. So what we are now bringing onto the table, we are bringing innovations in terms of immersive technologies. What do I mean by immersive technologies? It means you can sit down in your home and we bring this site to you using technologies such as virtual reality and augmented reality. We outlined to use virtual reality, augmented reality, holograms, 360 degrees videos. And in addition to these, we are going to introduce Internet of Things, IoT devices that people can use to give feedback and so on and so forth when they do physical visits to some of the sites. So we are bringing VR. By VR, it means you can sit down in your house, you can put on your headset, which you can get through our booking. And once you use the headset, you can transport yourself naturally into a different realm in which you think the geosite is. And with that, you can traverse around the geosite. We're also using augmented reality, which means you more or less like you're looking at Google Street Map. So you just log in onto our platforms, and then you maneuver or now navigate your way around the geosites, or more or less like you doing shopping on IKEA, where you buy a furniture and then you perceive where you want to place that furniture in your living room. So this is what we're going to do, or this is what we are doing already, because we started doing them. Okay, so what do we want to be known for? We want to be known for innovative geotourism experience, which is in terms of VR, in terms of digital elevation models, in terms of advanced GIS techniques. We want to be known for being the crop of geoscientists, or a company that is generating income for the government of the day or for the local communities through geotourism. And we want to achieve sustainable tourism practices by making it possible for people to access at the tip of their hands. So in summary, our technologies are summarized as follows: advanced geological field mapping, which means we go to the field to take pictures, to take measurements, and do descriptions of features that we see on the field. We do drone simulations. By drone simulations, it means it is like an advanced mapping, which means before we go to any site, we're going to take a drone piloting using Google Studio. So we've done that already for so many sites. So that is like a reconnaissance survey, like as they used to call it in geology. And then when we're on the field, we also do direct drone piloting. We've done a number of them in Oyo State, in like 7 sites in Oyo State already. And then we introduced GIS, digital elevation modeling, and digital outcrop model. I already spoke about immersive technologies like 360-degree videos, holograms, VR, AR, MR, and VR. And of course, for people that will be able to visit the sites of sites that are accessible, we're going to introduce IoT devices for monitoring users' experience. But at the background of all this technology is content creation. We the findings of this job that we're doing is that once we have all this put together, we are not only thinking as researchers, but we're also thinking as artists. So there's a lot of content creations, film and cinematography around this. And you learn later on that we are developing this into documentaries or docu-series, reels on all different kinds of social media platforms. So our team, the structure of our company, this is what it looks like at the moment. We have board of directors, we have a CEO, an acting CEO, which I am. I'm also a member of the board. We have a chief operating officer, which sometimes we call him the project manager. We have a CTO, we have a CFO, and we have an advisory board that are interacting with several national and international organizations. And of course, we have a legal counsel in case of we don't hope to run into any, but we have a legal counsel signing contracts and so on and so forth. These are the common faces that you see now on our website and in our interactions with potential partners and collaborators. Myself, I'm the director in the company. I'm the acting CEO, and in terms of research, I'm the principal investigator. Dr. Ganiu Mosuro is a director, is a co-PI, and also is representing the board on the advisory council. Ms. Saka Awoluwatosi is a director and also the chief financial officer. While at the moment we have Mr. Ayomipo Bankole, who is the chief operating officer and also the project manager. He's also a researcher because he's trained primarily as a geoscientist, as a geologist. So our current activities. So this is a Gantt chart. This is a Gantt chart that shows where we are and where we'll be in the future. So now we are in the second year of the project. We're in the third quarter of the second year of the project, and we've attained 7 milestones already. We already presented at 2 conferences, NAPE conference, 2 different NAPE conferences in 2023. And this year also, in the last quarter of this year, we've submitted a couple of about 6 abstracts, about 4 to 6 abstracts to the NAPE conference, if I remember correctly. So the gray areas are what we've done already, the phases that we've passed, and why the light green area are planned into the future. So as a Gantt chart, this shows it as a Gantt chart for the research part. But for the business part of the company, it's a lifetime project. It's a lifetime investment for us and for our collaborators and for our partners. So we've only designed this Gantt chart for the research based on current technologies that we are using. So as technology advances, we are going to also expand the lifetime of the research that we are doing, because we are into innovations in geotourism. Our current activities, like I said, this is a map of Oyo State in southwestern Nigeria, and it's a hill-shaded map, 30 meters resolution of Oyo State, and you see 7 of the locations that were visited, documented during the last field exercise. We have Agbele Hill. This is a monolith from the Agbele Hills in the Igbeti area. We have the Yamopo Hill. We have Igbadi in Agunrege and Ado-Awaye. If you have visited our social media platforms, you find out that our theme for this month is Ado-Awaye. So we've been putting out a lot of stuff that we've collected from Ado-Awaye. I need to state here that Ado-Awaye is the second of its kind worldwide. It's a suspended lake. It's on top of a mountain, and worldwide there are just 2 known examples of those. One in Colorado in the US and the other one in Nigeria. So Ado-Awaye is the second known suspended lake worldwide. There's a lot of mysteries about it, a lot of myths from the locals. There are so many histories. Visit our website and you learn more about Ado-Awaye. In next month, we'll also focus on some of these other sites, and subsequently we'll pick them one after each. Example of some of the GIS product that we have. This is also a hill-shaded SRTM 30 meters resolution map of the Biu Awu local government area in Borno State, northeastern Nigeria. And here we are focusing on the Tila crater. The Tila crater is uniquely made. It is believed to be volcanic in origin, and it defies all scientific and natural logic, because people found tilapia, catfish in this lake, which is actually a freshwater environment, and those kind of fish, you find them in saltwater environment. So there are so many mysteries about it, and our first docu-series is focused on Tila crater, and that will premiere in the first week of September, God helping us. So like I mentioned, before we go to the field trip, for any field trip or any field visit, we make drone simulations. So this is an example of a drone simulation. It's from the Dai Mylonite in Malufanshi, somewhere in northwestern Nigeria. And you see that this is almost, it's about 620 meters long. And geologists knows what Mylonites are. They are evidence for deep-rooted rocks generated within the crust of the earth. And so far, we have done 25 drone simulations for 25 different sites. So before any field visit, we do this usually. And as part of our documentary and docu-series, we also introduce these drone simulations. But in addition to doing this drone simulation, We also do original and direct drone piloting at sites. So this is from Ikono Obo Hill in Igbeti, in southwestern Nigeria, or your state again. And as you can see from the map, the drone has been piloted from the ground up. This is, I think, it's roughly about 600 to 700 meters above sea level. So, in addition to doing drone simulation prior to every field visit, we also make drone pilots at sites. And these drone pilots, the piloting or pilot work, they form the basis for creating the digital outcrop models in some of the sites that have been visited so far. Ongoing work, we are our application, which you can download from Google Store, is in development, and we hope to release it before the end of the year. In addition to that, we are going to add the premiere of our virtual tours sometimes in November this year. So watch out for those content. But so far so good. We are available on almost all social media platforms that you can think of. And we've posted a lot of content since we started doing this company as DigGeoNaija in about 4 months ago. So you can visit our social media platform. In terms of community and stakeholders, we're working with a lot of people. So think about governmental bodies, think about creative and media collaborators like award-winning filmmakers and photographers, media houses. Because we are also research-oriented, we work a lot with art institutions, universities, and research centers. And we have opened up our website and opened up the project and company to potential collaborators. So just visit our website and you're going to find a section where you can sign up to be a collaborator. Of course, you need to tell us what you're going to bring into the project and why you're relevant to the project. We also work with cultural and heritage organizations. So I am representing Nigeria as a scientific member of the Geohazard team of IUGS Geoparks, which is a UNESCO initiative. So this is where some of the ideas are coming from, and with interaction with a lot of people outside Nigeria. Like I mentioned, we are bringing innovations. This VR, this AR, and all other immersive technologies, they are not particularly new, to be honest. They are not new, or when you think about it outside Nigeria, but in the context of using them in geotourism, especially in Africa, it is novel. It is an innovation. So, because we visit sites, we also collaborate with community stakeholders like traditional rulers and the local communities as well. International bodies, we collaborate with NMGS, IAS, NAPE, NAH, and several global NGOs. So, a brief into our marketing and public engagement. You can visit our website. Our website is diggeonaija.org. So this is what our website looks like. And on the home page, you can see some of our items like GIS map here. You read about our objectives in details, our mission, and then you can also get a tip into how we work. The fascinating thing about the website is to go to our gallery where you can see some of the works that we've done already. This might take some time to load, but you can see pictures from Olumorok, from Ado Awaye, from Yamoko, Dai Milonite Ridge, from Agbele, Ado Awaye Agbele area, and this is from the Benue Trough, and this is the Adamawa meanders. And you can also see some of our VR videos, which you will need a headset to view, except you can think in 3 dimensions. So if I play this is what it looks like, but you need a headset to view it. This is from the Ashaka cement coal mine, Hidong Lake in the Plateau State, and the dye that as mentioned. You can also view several other drone simulations and also get an idea into some of some introduction into some of these sites. You can book. You can start booking, because we'll start releasing that from November thereabout. So you can sign up to know when this booking can be made. And when you book, we also send you a package that consists of the headset. In the background, you see the headset being flipped in the background, so which will allow you to be able to interact with the VR videos or tours. So in terms of social media engagement or marketing, you can reach to us on through our website. You can find us on Facebook. We have a big followership now on Facebook. You can find us on X or Twitter, as popularly called. Most of our videos and documentaries will be released on YouTube, so you watch out for our YouTube channel. We are on Instagram, we're on TikTok, and also we are on Pinterest. And you can reach us. This is a local number that you can reach. You can get in touch. You can connect with us through this number. Prospect and expansion. At the moment, we have a workforce of about 12 people, including few vendors. So, and we regularly taking on interns. We published our advertisement for internship a week ago or thereabout, and at the moment we've had like 110 submissions. Just yesterday, 3 of them started work with us. So we are regularly recruiting, because apart from being a company, we're also into training, and it's a good opportunity for graduate and people waiting NYSC to learn and get trained by us. So you watch out for our upcoming events. Today is the official unveiling of the project. On Saturday, October 12, we are going to have a business forum where we are going to tell you about how we hope to make money from this this venture or this project, or as a company, our revenue streams, and how you can come in as potential investors. In November, on November 16, we are going to do the unveiling and practical demonstration of our virtual tours. And both events are strictly by invitation. You need to sign up for them. We are not going to make them open like this very event that we are having today. We are also going to have another open event come December, God willing, which is going to be a geotourism seminar, where you're going to learn a lot about innovations that are being used by us as a company and other people around the world. Thank you, and we look forward to doing business with you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful presentation, sir. I learned a lot about DigGeoNaija, and I'm sure we all did. Now, we at DigGeoNaija want to hear from our audience. We know you have opinions, we know you have comments, we know you have questions, and we are ready to answer them all. We want to hear your feedback, we want to hear your questions. Now, please signify by using the raise your hand icon, and you'll be called upon to speak or grace the floor. Our very own Dr. Masuro will be in charge of this session. Over to you, Dr. Masuro.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Kamal, for that wonderful presentation. I'm sure a lot of people will have 1 or 2 questions or comment to make, because you have whet our appetite and you have waking us up So I'm sure this is like you said, this is a novel, and this is something I think Africa has been waiting for. So for those of us that asked a comment, I can see some hands up. So let me start from Mary Immaculate. I'm sure Mary Immaculate is joining up from Cameroon. Can you go ahead and ask your question, please?
Greetings, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Kamal, for the presentation. I have some questions. I don't know. Let me start with the first one. Maybe he will answer the rest. I know about Geosites, and before a place is called a Geosite or geotourism occurs in an area, it must fit some criteria. I don't know if the various areas that were chosen as the Geosites fit into those different criteria. And I would like to know the different criteria you used to choose these places as Geosites. Thank you. First question.
Okay.
We're going to take all the questions together. Okay. Then Dr. Imauvier, can you please go ahead with your question?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
Yeah, I'd like to commend you guys for a great work first. And I think it's really very impressive to see something like this coming out from Nigeria. I think I just have three questions. The first one is I saw you've changed your name over time like 4 times. It's still evolving. Is there any reason why you keep changing the name from this to this to that? And secondly, I want to know your level of partnership with the NMGS, like UNESCO, like the tourism board we have in Nigeria, and other agencies. And I hope maybe I look like they won't hijack your project, or do you plan in the next future like a spin out to sell your company, sell it back to them, something like that, in the future? And three, you asked for collaboration with students also. Wouldn't it be a nice idea for you to like I know some final year students may be interested in things like this, and like you can collaborate with universities to set up like final year thesis for graduate students, maybe in the final year of their bachelor's thesis to really work on those aspects. And I think my last one is just an idea. I really like the idea of the VI and AI, reality, and the augmented reality stuff. And I think if you really get very nice equipment and probably look at model elsewhere in the world where you can really zoom in, like doing like field work from like virtual digital field work, but in this case in terms of tourism and to see what you can really get out of it. But I think all this will also be necessary if you really discuss with the state government, maybe state by state, really go down, have a meeting with them, sit down with them, have a presentation, tell them this is what you are bringing to the table, this is what they can obtain, from it. And I don't really to sell Nigeria in a very great light, but I think it's a very nice idea. I think that's all from me. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Ima. Nuruddin Olaiton, can you please go ahead? Nuruddin Olaiton, are you still there? You may need to unmute yourself because we can't hear you. Okay, while waiting for Mr. Nuruddin, can we go to Bulyamin Issa from Jos?
Hi, Doc. Good evening. Good evening, Dr. Kamal and everyone here.
Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening.
A nice presentation of ideas, and honestly, I am happy and I look forward to this engagement, particularly because being in JOS and as a researcher, it's been an area of research that a lot of us have interest in. And then somehow it hasn't gone beyond the normal documentation of geotourism sites and all of that. I had two of my undergraduate students worked on some geotourism sites in just for their undergraduate thesis, which is a very good one. So you people bringing innovation to it and even the commercialization is something that I really resonate with, and it's really a welcome idea. And just like the last person mentioned, I think there is really need for that collaboration, particularly with state governments and the likes, because somehow there is this perspective of somehow I wouldn't say ownership, but then there is mindset that people have, it's our state, a typical Nigerian mindset, So I know it's part of what you people have looked at, but then all I'm saying is that collaboration is really important and it's something that has really been buttressed. So, and I would also want to use this opportunity to say that I'll reach out to see how or where we could collaborate beyond this. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Bully. I mean, now, Olawumi Kaka, can you please go ahead with your question?
Thank you very much, Dr. Masura, and thank you, Dr. Kamaldeen, for the beautiful presentation. My question has actually been asked by Dr. Ovie, and that is about the conflict of interest with people in Nigeria, because obviously this is very massive. The product you're selling is very massive, and I want you to have a stand of what you're putting out there on your ground, what you're selling to people. And my own contribution would just be, I'm sure you have this on ground, maybe something like a code of conduct, because as you're selling this is too beautiful. A lot of people will be attracted, and in between there will be people that will want to come in with different kind of perception about this thing. Yeah, so the question initially was, how supportive is Nigerian government with this innovation? Are they really involved, or it is just on your own private innovation? So yeah, I'll just stop the question there. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's actually challenging. I think because of our time, we might not be able. Let me just take this because we need to end this time. We have scheduled only 1 hour. So Latifa Teniola, can you quickly go ahead with your question?
Okay, thank you very much. It's been a very mind-blowing presentation. I actually am I'm a member of an organization, Legacy 1995. It's a historical and environmental interest group, and I think what people are doing is going to be very interesting to our organization. Although we do a lot of things with the Nigerian Railway Corporation currently, which I think you might also be interested in. So maybe we will be contacting you later, because the railway really tells the history of Nigeria in a way that almost no other institution can. So I think it's something that you could also look into. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. I can see more
Hello.
hands, but
Hello,
I'm afraid
sir.
we're not able to take
I'm
everyone.
on, sir. I'm on, sir.
So, okay, Nuruddin, just 30 seconds, please.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kamal and Dr. Masuro. I really do appreciate this wonderful presentation. I just want to ask that, what do you think, or how do you think Nigerian students or institutions as well can actually assist this cause of yours to help propagate what DigGeoNaija? So at least from our own end as a Nigerian, we can actually propagate our own thing. How do you think we can actually be of assistance to? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And finally, I'm going to take a question from Mr. Sonny Katanga. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly. So, Mr. Sonny, you are on.
Yes, yes, sir. I'm a freelance photojournalist and documentary photographer from Kano. Yeah, mine is just a suggestion. I just want to. I saw that you mentioned UNESCO your partner is UNESCO. I'm part of the UNESCO World Volunteers in 2022. We visit Sukuru Kingdom, one of the World Heritage Site mapping by UNESCO, and it's good for you people to visit that place and see the area and how the place is. And another one is I visited Yobe, which is I visited Yusufari, Tulu Desert. That's the two places that I know that you people may love to see those places and be part of your areas that you consider.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sonny. So now I will pass the mic to Dr. Kamal to briefly give some answers and a comment to some of these questions. Because like I said, we don't have much time. Our target is just an hour. So because we started maybe 5 minutes after 6, maybe we'll just add another 5 minutes and after 7 before we call it a day for other programs. So Dr. Kamal, you have the floor, please.
So thank you very much. So I have 9 minutes to answer the question roughly, or let me say I have 7 minutes to answer the question. So the first one is I'm going to reply to Nuruddin and Latifa that please join our WhatsApp community. We have a WhatsApp community, so people can join. Where apart from just putting up some of our content, we also look forward to your criticisms and your suggestions because we want to get better. The comment from Dr. Sorry, I think I missed that, but I know who would ask the question. So the question was about how supportive is the government of the day. Okay, we have designed our company and the project in such a way that if the government does not support, we are going to be independent, right? So this is why we have all these drone simulations, because some of our techniques is to use publicly available data, right? Like some DEM data that nobody can lay claim to. So if the government of the day is not going to support us, we and hopefully we get to where we want to get to. But we are going to seek the help of the government as much as we can. And
it's very important. We will get government support. We need it.
we need it definitely. But you know, as it is now, we as Nigerians, we also have to think not only what the government can do for us, but what we can do for the government. And this is why we are saying we have designed the project in such a way that if the government help doesn't come, hopefully it will come, we are going to be independent and we're going to be successful, right? So, but nevertheless, we need the support of the government 100% for sure. On OVA asking about changing of name, right? If you look at the infographic chart that I showed at the beginning of the presentation, it's about the history of the company itself. And in that chart, it showed several interactions with several national bodies, including the NMGS. So because of our own step or our own initiative, a specialist group has been approved within NMGS. And we, myself and Dr. Mosuro, we are part of that specialist group. Apart from that, I told you that I represent Nigeria on the science as a scientific board member on the UNESCO team for geoparks. So that shows where the interaction with international and national bodies comes in. In addition to us being part of the specialist group, Dr. Musoro is a member of NAH, is a member of NAPE, is a member of NMGS. I'm also a member of NMGS. I'm also a member of NAPE, which are national bodies, the two most recognized national bodies in Nigeria. Students coming in, yes, we encourage students to come to take their project with us. At the moment, we are even offering paid internship. So, like I mentioned, we just employed 3 interns 2 days ago And next week, we are going to finalize the appointment of 3 to 5 more interns. And I told you the application is still open. We got around 120 submissions, and we are going to critically look at all of them and try to create an opportunity for everybody to work with us. It may not be possible to satisfy everyone, but we are going to do it in such a way that it's going to cut across board. So students are welcome, collaborations are welcome. For people in the academia, just come on our website, sign up as a collaborator. Then we have a meeting. We discuss how you can come in, or how we can help, or how we can have a business together. This also applies especially to Latifa. So I'm looking forward to that message from Latifa after the talk. What other question? Criteria. Yes, Mary. In fact, I think I can show you this. One of the numerical analysis that we did. So we are following all the standards to characterize these geosites. And this is an example of one. This is the raster diagram that shows analysis of some of the geosites that we did in northeastern Nigeria. And these criteria are related to the UNESCO standard being set out. It's about 14 of them, and we've incorporated those 14 listed conditions into a numerical assessment, which includes their scientific and educational value, acronym as SEV, their cultural and historical significance, CLH, how rare they are, the diversity, their functionality, economic impact, and the scale of this site. So we are following standard. We're just not picking them up and say, oh, we characterize them. We are following the standard that is being set by UNESCO. Equipment. Yes, at the moment we are acquiring equipment, and as more sponsorship, more funding comes in, we acquire more. Just last month we acquired the I think 1 or 2 gimbal for our 360-degree videos, and we also at the beginning we actually bought a drone of our own. So you can imagine the amount of investment that is going into this. So if we can have partnership and collaboration, they are very well welcomed. Supportive, yes, we get support of the government, definitely, one way or the other. I think I've answered all the questions, or I've touched on all the questions.
Can I ask another question?
Mary, sorry, we can actually ask that behind the scene, or you can contact us. Because of time, we don't want to, we have only booked.
No, it's just a simple question, and it's important I know, so before leaving this meeting, so I know what to do about what I'm thinking.
Okay, I'll give you 5 seconds.
Okay, looking at what is going on, this thing is really big, and there are so many conferences in Africa that this thing can be highlighted on. Like the SGA is something that is always in all African countries, and they always come up with geosites, and I was really shocked because I really know how Nigeria is rich with all of that, and Cameroon, but we don't fall in the line of those who even have geosites or geotourism going on in their various countries. So I'm really happy that this is happening. But now, is this only for Nigerians? Let me know. That's why I wanted to really ask this before leaving.
No, so it's not only for Nigerians. As a matter of fact, we are going to have short courses, different short courses along the line, and we are also going to have a mini conference as part of the plan. So, which we are going to invite a lot of people from both within and outside Nigeria for collaborations, for getting involved, for partnership, for investment. Everybody is welcomed, both Nigerians and non-Nigerians.
Okay, thank you, Mary. Okay, I think we can end the question and answer section here. So, Valentina.
Okay, thank you all for your questions. Thank you for your opinions. Come out for your beautiful responses. For people that still have questions and comments, you can reach out to us via our website or via our social media page. Now we want to head over to Mr. Ayomiko, who has some announcements for us. He wants to inform us about updates and about things that DigGeoNaija is working on. Over to you, Mr. Ayomiko.
Thank you, Ms. Valentina. Once again, good evening to everyone. I hope you've been blessed with this presentation. So please listen to this following announcement. A WhatsApp channel has been created where our latest services and news about DigGeoNaija is being uploaded. Please do well to join. The link has been sent to the chat and to be sent again. Please join so you can receive updates about our services and news about DigGeoNaija. Thank you. The program which we are about ending is the unveiling of DigGeoNaija initiative. We have other planned events which are as follows. Sometimes in September, we'll be having the premiere of our docu-series on some of our, and we encourage you to be part of this premiere. We also join the WhatsApp community so you can receive updates about the particular date. October 12th, we'll be having our virtual investors forum by invitation. Saturday, November 16 will be our unveiling and practical demonstration of our virtual tours, which is also strictly by invitation. Saturday, December 21 will be our Geotourism seminar, which is an open training. And all these events are scheduled for 17 o'clock. Our virtual tours will be launched on Saturday, November 16. To enjoy this massive experience, kindly make bookings ahead of the launching. That can be done on our booking site, which link has been posted on the chat. It will be posted again so you can visit the site and make bookings. DigGeoNaija is actively seeking for funding, collaborations, and sponsorship. To be a part of this growing initiative, kindly contact us through any of our contact platforms. Once again, I welcome you all for coming to this presentation, and I hope you are blessed. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Yomiko. We at DigGeoNaija want to especially appreciate everyone who joined this program. We want to thank you for your rapt attention. We want to thank you for your time. We want to thank you for listening. We have come to the ending of this program and we appreciate everyone for joining in. I will now be signing over to Dr. Mosiro to formally appreciate everyone who joined us today.
Yeah, thank you, Valentina. I also want to thank everyone for finding time to join us today. We have been engaged in the last 1 hour, and to tell us what DigGeoNaija is all about. I'm sure you are not you are now you know what DigGeoNaija is all about now. You can defend it, you can talk about it, and we are happy that you have been part of us. And I noticed that there was a crack in the voice of Mr. Yomiko while in the network. So let me quickly run over the announcement that he made for those of us that did not get it. On Saturday, October 12th, there's going to be a virtual business and investor forum. So like it has been said, it's going to be strictly by invitation. Then Saturday, November 16th, too, we'll be looking at, we'll be unveiling practical demonstration of our virtual tour, and it's going to be by invitation too. Then Saturday, December 21 too, there's going to be a geotourism seminar. It's going to be an open training, such like this. So once again, I want to thank everybody and those of us that have contributed, asked questions, have given us advice, and those of us that behind the scene that have been sending message, have been supporting us. We count on you. We rely on you. We thank you for finding time to be part of this first ever program of DigGeoNaija, which is the unveiling of the project. So thank you once again for being part of it. I want to thank everybody without exempting anybody. So thank you so much for being part of this program.
Thank you. Bye.
So that will be bye from us. So we
thank you very much. Thank you.